Hi everyone, I hope that you're okay. This is me back again. I've taken a little bit of time to do a second video, but I thought I'd better quickly update you guys just with what's been going on. I am officially 29 weeks and maybe about 3, 4 days. Um, and since I last spoke to you, a lot has happened. I actually had a bit of a scare about maybe 2 weeks ago, and I ended up in hospital with contractions, and there was no understanding why or how that happened. Basically, it was kind of scary, really, because they were saying that if it continued, then they may have to deliver the babies. And so, you know, as anybody would be, was really, really worried and really scared as to what would happen. So they put me on antibiotics because they were worried that I may have had an infection. And then they gave me steroids just in case the babies came, which was painful. Oh my gosh. And I was on a drip, lots of medication. I ended up having pethidine because the contractions were so painful, and they were coming like every 10 minutes. It was really quite intense. And so, yeah, at that point, I really thought that I was going to end up having the babies, but I didn't end up having them, which is good. I was in hospital for maybe 5 days, and now I've just been on bed rest. So it's a bit, it's a bit different because obviously I'm so used to working, being on the go, always kind of a bit of a control freak, maybe even some would say. But I've been signed off and I'm on bed rest really until I have the babies. So I've got a good 6.5 weeks now to go. And I've literally, since I've been out, I've just been at home, lying down in bed, which is so boring. People who are at home 24/7 out of choice, I don't know how they do it. You definitely need to be a housewife to be busy, right? You can't just be at home doing nothing. Oh gosh, it's difficult. For somebody like myself who's always quite busy and everything else, it really is quite difficult. So it's been quite testing, I would say, but thank you, Lord, that the babies are okay and they're still inside because it could have ended up really, really different. So I'm pleased about that. Um, at least now I know, I can remember now what contractions are like. Um, Very painful. And I was worried that with a cesarean, I probably would never experience contractions again. So, in some ways, there's a kind of bright side to it. Um, Completely unprepared, didn't have my hospital bag ready, didn't have my baby bag ready. And it made me think as well the babies are going to be quite small. They're about 2.5 pound now. So I'm imagining that they'll probably be about 5 pounds, 4 point something pounds. I don't think they're going to shoot up to being like 7 pounders or anything within the space of 6 weeks. I just can't see it. But it meant that we had to go and buy quite a few things. So we dashed out, me and my partner, and we got when we came back, ended up getting baby grows in smaller sizes as well. Just because we're so unprepared, and I always said I was going to get my hospital bag ready at about 28 weeks. If I could do it before then I would, but I really didn't take advantage of that. So we were really unprepared. I didn't have anything at all, and everything had to be bought whilst I was in the hospital. So yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? So it's been a bit of a roller coaster, really, in some ways. But I'm so glad anyway. Like I said, the babies are inside and they're healthy, and we've had our return back to hospital scan, and the babies are just acting like everything's fine. I'm having a second test for gestational diabetes. just because they say there's a lot of amniotic fluid around the babies. Not anything to worry about, but just something to keep an eye on. Yeah, they've been fine though. They're kicking crazy. So sleeping has been really difficult. If it's one thing I can say, sleeping has just been a really difficult, long slog, tossing and turning each night. I don't know how you get comfy. I just don't know how you get comfy. I end up on my back, which is weird. I would tend to wake up on my back, but I've gone to sleep on each side. And when I go on one side, one twin's kicking. When I go on the other side, the other twin's kicking. And so I can't find another way which is actually really comfortable. I mean, I keep telling myself, you've only got 6 more weeks of this. You've only got 6 more weeks of this. So it should be all right. Shouldn't be too bad. But like I said, feeling a lot better in myself. Still having pains in, I think it's probably just because of the weight of the babies. They're growing now, they're bigger now. And my hips, for some weird reason, feel gooey. Like I get up to try and walk and they're not letting me walk. Let me know if this is happening with you, because I just thought to myself, that is so strange. Just when you get up, all of a sudden your hips are just not, they're just not doing what they're supposed to do. Yeah, that's been a bit strange. I've gone back to feeling really sicky, so I'm feeling very sick. Just maybe when I'm hungry and in the evenings a lot. So that's something as well, again, which has been quite, I got rid of the morning sickness, but it's back with vengeance. Again, only 6 more weeks of this. We're still getting things ready at the new house, which is wonderful. And just making sure that everything is ready, because if it's one thing going into hospital showed me, is that you can never quite be prepared, right? So I'm really looking forward to the next couple of weeks of getting everything in order. I'm determined now to really home in on the next 3 weeks and get things in order so that we're already in and comfortable when the babies come. So fingers crossed, fingers crossed. And yeah, so now it's just on bed rest until maternity leave starts. Yes, it's all happening. So I'll probably make another video probably in the next couple of weeks, and pray that the babies are in still. They should be. I feel well enough resting every day. It's not like when I was up and down and it was a bit like feeling a bit, crazy. I'm not really driving or anything like that. So, once you get into 30 weeks, it's just, I haven't driven, I think, since 28. So it doesn't make any sense to be doing that. And what else? I think that's mainly it. It's gonna be a very interesting next couple of weeks, get myself all sorted and ready, but I will definitely keep you updated. So make sure you watch and you look out for the next videos, okay? All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.